If you've been following anything going on in the world recently, then you know that the situation in Ukraine is one that is a dire situation, and obviously any war is bad. But last night was Joe Biden's opportunity to address the problems that are going on in America, and he used the State of the Union address to address Ukraine, which I will now be calling the State of the Ukraine address, which will be an annual anthem for the United States. And my entire life, I've always wondered why we focus so much on other countries while being in America when the idea is to achieve the American dream, which when we spend a majority of our capital funding other states, funding wars, funding God whatever knows what, that stuff that never even comes out because of certain national security risks that they often like to claim. And last night, Joe Biden gave one of the most disingenuous speeches I've ever seen in my life. I mean, even today on Twitter, his people are talking about that they slashed $1 trillion from the United States deficit, which is obviously not true for anybody who's been spending any time in America recently. I mean, inflation's out of control. Gas prices are nearing 2008 levels. Housing is unbelievable. It's impossible to buy a house nowadays. Every house looks the same, too. And so there's a myriad of problems going on in America, which Joe Biden could have addressed firsthand before the Ukraine situation, in my opinion, simply because it is America. I mean, it is about us in a way, obviously. I mean, they've been spending the last 20 plus years in Iraq, and now we're most likely, what it looks like is that it could potentially even escalate more, and we could even be going boots on ground over in Ukraine, and that could potentially be full World War III, which a lot of Biden's members of Biden's party are pushing for. And as a young American man growing up right now who's gone through a lot within the last 2 years, just like many other Americans, having to do with the pandemic and much of the social uprising that has gone on in our country, I can tell you right now that it doesn't look like stuff is going to get much better for a lot of us. And that's very sad to say, considering that I mean, the United States grossed over $20 trillion in gross domestic product last year, and somehow the majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck all year, every single year. Bank accounts are empty. People don't have savings, and you got politicians running around saying like, "Oh, because we gave you a little stimulus check." Well, which no, you didn't. For people my age who are still in college, I did not get a stimulus check, by the way. And they're saying that you could have lived off the last year, and they're saying that's why people are resigning from their jobs. And when you look at America right now, there is no overall path for young people. There is no real path for anybody of any age. I mean, what is the American dream anymore? What is the country exactly working towards? Are we working towards helping Amazon establish their dominance, which is probably going to last much longer than any of us are going to be alive? Is that the point of America, Mr. Biden? And, just as a fellow disgruntled American myself, it just sucks to see much of the way that the country has gone downhill in the last several years, and with many of other countries growing wary of America's control over the world financial markets, and you see the Russian ruble crashing right now, it's only going to accelerate people just disconnecting from America, and it's only going to accelerate America not being a superpower, in my opinion, or it's going to lead to the complete destruction of the entire world. So when you look at it from that standpoint, don't have much to look forward to, but you know what? We have each other, and another day above ground is a great day. So I thank you for staying here and